we go. I don't know why it's taking so long to load the page today, but anyway, welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the third time this week, we're going to once again have a random questions class. Still more random questions. Questions that are so random, even I don't know what they are yet. Okay, in this class, students will have the opportunity to practice their conversational skills by answering questions of a completely random nature, maybe very specific questions, maybe very general, perhaps dealing with the past, present, or future to get you to use different verb tenses, maybe dealing with specific areas or types of questions like preference, opinion, or description. You don't know what the questions are because I don't even know what the questions are yet. Okay, so you got to stay on your toes. Great practice for those who may be practicing getting ready for a job interview where you don't know what you'll be asked, or a standardized English exam, again, where you have no way to predict the topic. Anyway, maybe good practice, and good practice for anyone who's learning English. All right. Hello again, Heidi.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Likewise. Okay, and Michael has joined us.
Hello.
Michael. I'm okay. Michael, again with the feedback thing.
Now better. It's always the same problem.
Yeah.
When the laptop is closed, sorry, I forgot to open the, sorry.
Not a problem. Anyway, welcome to the class. Okay. Okay, let's start our random questions with Heidi. Okay. Heidi, I don't really ever get to see you. How do you normally wear your hair? Do you wear it up? Do you wear a bow? Do you use a braid? Do you keep your hair down, long? How do you like to wear your hair?
My hair length is just a shoulder. I did under shoulder.
Okay.
Recently, I went to the hair salon to have my hair cut. So then I asked the hair designer to layer my hair, so it's quite right. And color is brown, dark brown.
Okay.
Usually, I leave my hair natural to go
Okay.
out. Then when I wash my face, I tie my hair behind my head.
Okay. All right. Do you ever wear like a barrette or a bow or anything like that?
No? Before I bought a lot of the hair accessories, but now I don't use it.
Okay. Hair accessories.
Only rubber.
Oh, like a rubber band.
Yeah, rubber band.
Or a scrunchie. A scrunchie. I don't know. It's a funny sounding word, a scrunchie. Okay. Okay. Have you ever done this? I've done this a few times in my life. Have you ever gone to school or gone to work or gone out, I don't know, shopping or to the bank or somewhere? Have you ever gone out of your house after you take a shower and you just forgot to brush your hair? And you don't realize until you're out and your hair is like all...
What? Yeah, tangled. No.
What's that? Sorry?
Tangled hair. What?
Tangled, yes, very good. Your hair is a tangled mess. Exactly.
My hair is very hard. If I go to bed before I dry up my hair, next morning my hair is awful, like tangled.
Yeah.
Then repairing my hair is very difficult. I need to take shower again.
Yeah. Okay. But you didn't answer my question. Have you ever embarrassed yourself by leaving your house and you didn't realize that your hair is a complete mess?
Yeah, so if I have such hair, I take a shower. So,
Oh, okay. All right. So it's never happened to you. It's happened to me. I realize I'm in a public place and oh my God, I forgot to comb my hair.
I have a lot of friends and acquaintances around my house, so I need to put on makeup and I need to comb my hair before going out.
Yeah. Well, so do I, but occasionally because I'm so foggy when I wake up in the morning, I forget. Especially if I am running late or something. It's anyway, it's happened. Let me welcome Ken to the class. Hi, Ken.
Yes, hello.
Hi. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, thank you for joining us. Uh, okay. Uh, mm, Michael, your random question.
The previous question was very interesting.
What was it?
Yes, I was thinking about this.
It seems like the weirder, the stranger my questions are, the better they are. So I try to come up with some strange ones. Here's a strange one for you, all right? What do you think is your strongest sense? Your sense of sight, your hearing? Do you have very sensitive touch, taste, smell? What is your strongest sense? And why?
It's not a easy question because I think that uh, I don't have any strong sense. I feel that I'm losing, how do you say, the sense of see is seeing or
Sight.
sight. I'm losing, and I have a specific problem. I can see very good in a short distance with one eye, and I can see very good in a long distance with the other eye. Yes, so I see all the time, every time I can see in a good way, but it happens that I'm seeing with a different eye. So I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem to read a text in a short distance or to see something that is in a very long distance. But then I manage to see with using a different eye.
That is so weird. I've never heard of that before. So what do you do if you're reading a book? You do
No,
this?
no. I have both eyes open.
Okay.
That by my brain, I think that my brain learned to see in a different way, using one eye or using the other eye, depending on the distance that is the object. So,
How very
and it's
strange.
something that yes, I realized that I was losing my sight when I was an athlete. So 20 years ago, more or less, I started losing because I couldn't see the ball in a properly way, depending of the position of my head. So I realized that I couldn't see an object which is in a long distance using I don't know what is the eye that works good in a long distance if the right or is the left. But one of them is good for a long distance and the other is a short distance. And yes, I think that my sense of taste is not good because it's not good. Or I don't know if it's good or not, but I don't have a special feeling or a special ability to to enjoy very good food. I enjoy eating, but I don't enjoy eating very good or very I don't know how to express this. Things that have a very very for example,
Okay.
when you spend a lot of time preparing something, how do you express it? When you
Well, I'm not sure if this is what you're trying to say, but okay, I might say you're trying to detect subtle flavors, detect or
yeah
sense different flavors.
yeah I can detect different flavors, but for me the most important thing is if you enjoy with very special flavors. So
Right.
I think that this sense I don't develop in a properly way this sense, and the problem is that I part of a family with very good cooks. So
So you don't have to worry about it. Okay.
no.
Okay. All
And
right.
the rest of the sense I think that are very normal in my
Okay.
case.
Okay. So, all right, you started off talking about your sense of sight or your vision. You could say your vision. My vision is getting worse. All
Vision,
right.
yes.
And most people, you're some kind of strange anomaly, Michael. I don't know how to describe it. That's the first time I ever heard of that, honestly. But most people are short or nearsighted, which means they see very well things close, or farsighted, meaning they see very well things far away, but not so much close. So we normally say nearsighted or farsighted. I don't know what you are. You're far
With what?
nearsighted, near farsighted.
I'm far-sighted with one eye and short-sighted with the
I
other.
guess so. I guess so. All right. I suppose so. At one point in your discourse, you said in a properly way. You could not see in a proper way. You need the adjective. Properly being an adverb. So you could say I could not see in a proper way,
In a proper, yes.
or you can use the adverb I could not see properly.
Properly. Okay,
See
thanks.
how why? Then it's modifying the verb. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Okay. Well, that was interesting. All right, Ken. Let's talk about flavors and tastes for a minute. One thing, if you have a well-developed sense of taste, sometimes you can detect subtle, little, tiny flavors in things, especially things like wine or Scotch whiskey or something. You can detect a smoky flavor, woody flavor, berry flavor, whatever. Let's talk about flavors and alcohol. Ken, do you ever drink alcohol?
Not so much.
But okay, let's say you do occasionally.
Yeah, very little, occasionally.
Most people have a alcoholic beverage of choice.
Hmm.
So if your friends invited you out and you met at a bar, what would you order?
Cocktail. Oh, oh my gosh.
What about sake, Aka?
Uh, yeah, but in a bar I wouldn't. But in my house I sometimes drink sake because yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't know the taste. I don't know the taste of sake, but it's a famous
Oh, hmm,
Japanese
yeah,
drink.
kind of rice wine made of rice. So,
Uh-huh.
but taste or flavor is different from wine. But yeah, I like sake too. Yes.
And I think that once you said that the rice drink is not very usual in Japan. No
Mm,
alcohol, not with alcohol, but a normal rice drink.
I don't, I don't think so. It's not common here. Rice drink. Sometimes rice wine thing without alcohol is available for kids, but it's not so common nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah.
And soja drink.
Hmm. Yes, kind of sake or Japanese type of whiskey kind of thing is, yeah, it's popular, and also whiskey and beer, yeah, and wine is also popular. And
Oh,
nowadays, Chile wine is Chile and Japan ratified a kind of tariff agreement, so Chile wine is maybe I heard in the radio. Now it became a #1 selling. Yes, so I sometimes drink them.
Okay, no. Okay, is asking if we can hear you. We can hear you. We can see you.
No, Oakley, where are you? We can.
It's a ghost now. It's the internet ghost. Sometimes strange things happen in the internet.
Yesterday I joined the class with a loud noise, so I don't know why, but I quickly, left the class.
And this is here again. So.
Hello?
Yeah, just now. Yes, we can hear you and see you. Don't worry, we were speaking about the drinking in Japan.
Ah, okay. That was really, really weird. Everything seemed perfectly normal from my perspective, but obviously you guys weren't answering. That was weird. Okay. Anyway, Ken, back to you. Back to our conversation. A cocktail is any mix of two different beverages. So saying you would order a cocktail is relatively meaningless. There's probably millions of possible permutations of liquids mixed together. Yeah. So what cocktail?
Actually, I found a really good tequila sunrise canned cocktail before. I'm still searching for that cocktail, but I cannot find. It was really tasty, but even if I ordered tequila sunrise in a bar, I cannot get such tasty tequila sunrise.
Ah, so it was a pre-blended beverage?
Yeah, kind of canned.
Weird.
Canned cocktail. I bought it in a convenience store.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I forgot the brand.
Weird. That's weird. I can't help you with that because I've never seen pre-blended tequila sunrise. Okay. Tequila sunrise. Tequila, 1 part tequila, 3 parts orange juice, and a splash of grenadine. I used to be a bartender, so yeah.
Maybe I like kind of very juicy, fruity cocktail, but maybe usually cocktail in a bar maybe strong to me.
Oh, really?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Sometimes that depends what bar you're in. Sometimes they're very weak, and sometimes they're very strong, and sometimes they're just right. Like the 3 Little Bears. Okay. Okay. Tequila. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so talking about taste, can you taste the difference between a well tequila and a top shelf tequila?
No, I just drink tequila with as a cocktail because
right. So it's mixed.
Straight tequila is too strong to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But you seem to know what that means. Do you know what that means? Well and top shelf when it comes to alcohol and bars and restaurants.
Maybe well is better than top shelf.
No.
No.
Well is the standard mixes, standard tequila, vodka, gin, whiskey that the bartender has in a little shelf underneath him so he can grab them very fast and make drinks. Rum, just the basics, a very, very inexpensive, cheap rum, a whiskey, a vodka, tequila, a gin, Okay, so he can. Somebody just says, "I'll have a rum and coke." He just uses the standard cheap variety. The well liquor might be different from bar to bar, but it's going to be cheap. Basically, the cheapest kind. Top shelf is on display behind the bartender, so that to try to entice people to buy it, because obviously it's going to be more expensive.
I see.
Yes, and it's generally it's going to be of a higher quality, so that's referred to as top shelf. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Are you at any degree a sommelier?
But what is sommelier?
Okay. Sommelier is an expert on wines.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
No, I just drink the cheap wine only.
Okay. All right.
And nowadays, even the cheap wine is tasty, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Improved a lot, yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy wines, but I prefer drier wines, less fruity wines.
I see.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a drinker.
Yeah. Well, I like wine with dinner. I worked in a French restaurant for years
see.
and years, and French food, you eat food, you drink wine. It's like, you breathe in, you breathe out. You eat, you drink wine. They kind of go together. So I learned a lot about wine, and I enjoy them. But I don't really like fruity wines.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, not big on fruity anything. If it's not fruit, I like fruit, but not big on fruity drinks, alcohol or otherwise. Okay. Anyway, well, that was interesting. Sam joined us, I think, when I was somewhere in the dark there. So, hi, Sam.
Hello. Hi again.
Hi again. Okay, right. Okay. Sam, it's totally random questions class. So, time for your random question. When you travel, do you usually pack too many clothes? Do you pack too much stuff, or do you pack too little and have to buy things when you're traveling? How do you pack? Do you bring 4 or 5 suitcases or one carry-on bag? What's your style?
Okay. It's depend on where I'm going. For
Okay.
example, I'm going to um, for one day. I pack only a very small bag, and all my necessary things are keep over there. And for example, if I go for long travel, it might be 2 weeks or 1 month. So I packed according where I'm going and where I'm going to travel, and how many things I need. Yes, and especially in season. For example, in winter, normally I take many clothes because we have warm clothes. How we say that's warm clothes uh, for for protect according to the weather. So some sweaters are like that. So it's depend that where I am going and what I have, and according to the requirement of traveling.
Okay. Well, that's a very logical and straightforward answer. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's fair. Okay. I guess. Nothing to say about that. I pack literally 10 minutes before I walk out the door. So inevitably I forget something and have to buy something. But that's okay, because when I go on vacation, I always forget to buy souvenirs or something to remember the trip. So then I have to. I force myself into buying something. So whatever, if I tend to get really strange souvenirs, you know. Oh, I forgot to pack any shampoo, so I'm going to a foreign country. I'll buy some weird foreign shampoo that I think maybe I can only find in that country. So I tend to collect weird things when I travel. Anyway, that's just me. Heidi, back to you. Okay. Okay, a little preface here and a little maybe advice or suggestion for everyone if you're interested. Very soon, next Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
a couple days from now, it is the American Football Super Bowl. It's the
Oh, really?
American Super Bowl. Yes, it is. Coming right up. A couple days here. All right. Part of the many traditions surrounding the Super Bowl, which include betting betting money. Everybody has to bet. Having parties, special foods you always eat at the Super Bowl during the Super Bowl. Another tradition is commercials, advertisements on TV. Many companies introduce brand new advertising or marketing campaigns, and they use the Super Bowl to do this. It's almost a tradition. So you will see many often interesting or very funny television advertisements. If you just Google it, if you just search Super Bowl advertisements, you'll be able to watch many videos that some of them are downright hilarious. Normally there's one or two that are extremely funny. There's some stupid ones, there's some artsy ones, whatever. Okay, so that's my little recommendation. If you're bored and want something to do, obviously you'll be learning a little English. There'll be in English something to do. Go ahead and check out Super Bowl commercials. Heidi, that's just a preface. Your question, can you remember a really funny or cool, what's the best commercial that you ever remember seeing?
Toyota is a very big company, so each of the advertisement is beautiful and a little expensive. The car ran in the mountainside, but I've never seen that. Maybe in a foreign country they took that video. They they use a lot of money for the advertisement. So always it's elegant. But
Okay.
once I was very surprised. Maybe it was 2 years ago. A woman is working on the studio. A little far place. There was new car. We can see only back of her. Then she was approaching to the car. She didn't wear anything. Nothing. She wore only skirt and shoes and blonde hair. Then when she reached the car, suddenly she turned around. I was very surprised. It's shocked.
And?
Not she, a man.
Okay. Okay. Wow, you got me on that one. Okay. I expected a different answer. All right. Oh, and it was a man. Okay. Shocking.
Yeah, she is a fashion model from Russia. So very beautiful, but man.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. How funny. Okay. Well, that's certainly very memorable. Can you remember any jingles from when you were a kid?
Jingles, there are a lot of
You were
jingles
young.
in the supermarket. For example,
Yeah.
fish department. Always I hear in Japanese we call fish sakana. Sakana, sakana, sakana.
Oh boy.
After going out from the supermarket, inside of my head always saying sakana. I want to remove that music.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally understand what you're saying. Absolutely. They do that same thing here in the Philippines. They have some kind of little jingle they play over and over again, and it gets stuck in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hate that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's something for you at the metro. There's something for you at the metro. Oh, please stop. No. There's nothing for me here. A bad song stuck in my head.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
want
my.
to remember such silly music.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. You're right. It's torture, and then it gets stuck in your head the rest of the day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, now it's stuck in my head because you're making me think about it. At the metro. Okay. All right. Wow. All right. Okay. Okay. Michael.
At the metro.
Oh, stop it! Stop it now! Yeah. Gosh. Yeah. There's a one supermarket here. It's so funny. I sometimes I go there just if I need a laugh, honestly, because they have this. They play a tone. It's not really a jingle. It goes doom doom doom. It's just 3 tones, and when they do that, the entire staff of the supermarket is trained to clap 3 times. Happy to serve. Okay, and they all say happy to serve. So and this will probably happen maybe 3 times during your shopping experience. It's about every 15 or 20 minutes or something. Okay?
All the staff have to
All the
clap.
staff have to do that. And it's very funny because if you go in there at 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning when they open, happy to serve, everyone shouts and it's full of enthusiasm. But if you go there at 9 o'clock, at 8:45, 15 minutes before they close, it's like ding, 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 clap, 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 happy to serve. It's very obvious everyone's tired and
Yes,
happy to serve. Yeah.
a totally different experience at the beginning or at the end of the day. Yes.
Yes, it's very funny. I think it's kind of a self-defeating marketing, but
What's
anyway.
the meaning of this word? Jingle, or how do you say? Jingle.
Jingle. Jingle. I wrote the plural, but a jingle. Well, like the little Metro song or the fish, fish, fish song Heidi had for us, or any advertising. My baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. My baloney has a second name. It's Mayer. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say because Oscar Mayer has a way with BOLOGNA. Okay. Brainwashing, Michael. It's stuck in my head from when I was an 8-year-old child. It's still there, and I can't get it out. Capitalism brainwashing is what it is, basically.
But
Yeah.
it works.
But it works.
It works.
It does work. I love Oscar Mayer baloney. It does work. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's change the topic. Otherwise, these stupid things are going to get stuck in my head. All right, Michael. Have you ever learned to do a magic trick? Let's talk about magic.
Sometimes with my children, they have some toys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what?
But, for instance, trying to show something that it wasn't there and suddenly appear, and this kind of some things that have a hole, and to hide things, and this kind of things. Yes, but only in this way. No more. But we have a friend who is a famous magician here in the Basque Country, the best one in the Basque Country.
Oh,
it's
cool.
one. Yes, and he appears on the TV in some shows, doing some shows, and we always ask him to show us some tricks, but no, he doesn't want.
What?
So,
He doesn't do it?
because it's his job, and I think that the magician don't have to show who is the way to achieve this kind of tricks. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm lucky enough to have a friend who's a magician, and he will do magic tricks. Especially if it's somebody's birthday or something like that, he'll do a few tricks for us. It's cool. He's yeah, he's a Japanese friend, and I don't see him that often because he goes back and forth. He travels a lot, all over Asia, actually. But it's great. Have you ever gone to a magician show, a magic show?
Yeah, sometimes we these friends shows, and
yeah, right.
He can do very interesting things. This kind of truth that suddenly one person appears from one place that apparently there isn't anything there, and suddenly appear a cat or a person or a bear or something like that. And
yeah, you make a cat person appear, and then I'll be amazed.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Do you enjoy magic? Do you enjoy watching it?
If it's something good, yes. I think that like all the things that you can see good and bad magic. So sometimes the magician is very good, and sometimes it's not so good. So yes, when the show is good, yes.
Sure. Okay. Sure. All right.
And sometimes I think that now they try to offer different shows, not only trucks, but offer these trucks in a more original way, to offer something different on a different way. So I think that it's an art in one way, a kind of art, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is. Well, yeah, it is.
And maybe the most difficult is that I think that the most difficult thing is that at the same time they have to control a lot of things, and they have to focus the attention of the public just in one point of the show to hide the other part of the show that is the most important thing, but the public can't see this part. So they are very good people managers for me, because they can.
Well, that's what magic's all about, is managing people, what they're seeing and perceiving and what they're thinking. So yeah,
yes.
Absolutely
Well,
true.
Maybe that I think that these abilities or skills that they develop as magicians maybe could work too in other kind of activities, for instance, in businesses or in other parts of their life. No? Maybe could be useful too.
Yes, like con artists, people who trick people out of their money, are very good magicians, and magicians are good con artists, for example. Right. Okay. I'm going to talk to Ken for a little bit here. Ken, when is the last time you bartered for something? What was it, and how did you do on the deal?
Barter, you mean negotiate the price?
That's correct.
Negotiate the price. Nowadays, almost, here almost all staffs are fixed price, so.
Right.
And internet purchasing, there's no such kind of thing. But internet auction, maybe might have such kind of thing, but
Certainly.
I rarely, go there. So I found a LED lamp in an electric appliance store, and I thought it was good, so I decided to buy it. However, there's no stock of that lamp at that time in the store, and only the displayed one is available. So I asked them, the staff, would you price it down? Sometimes we say, would you study it? Study kind of euphemism connotates price down.
What? So,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
got
a strange.
confused.
Yeah, in Japanese, sometimes study, the word study is used for negotiate the price down.
Okay.
So I said, would you study it?
Okay.
But I mean, would you price it down because it has already been late.
I see. Okay. Thank you for explaining that. All right. And did he? What was the outcome?
Of course he did, because it was usually that such displayed, gadgets usually display kind of price down, make detailer sell then in a discount price because
Yeah.
it's damaged,
Yeah, and it's obviously used already, so yeah. Display items can often be purchased at a discount price. Have you ever asked to buy something which was not really for sale?
Not really for sale, you mean?
Well, I'll give you an example.
Mhm.
I don't know. It was a couple months ago, but I was in the supermarket listening to "There's Something for You at the Metro." Anyway, behind the behind the butcher's counter where they had chicken, the guys, the workers, all right, the clerks, they had these hats. They're wearing baseball hats, but they had a big like a chicken thing on the top, you know. And I thought they were really funny, really funny hats. So I said, "Hey, how much for the hat? Can I buy one of those hats? What about your hat?" And he gave it to me. He's like, "Yeah, here you go. You can have it." Oh, cool. Thank you. Like that. Or I have before, like, gone to the movies and you know how they have the cutouts of action stars, Han Solo with a lightsaber or something. Hey, man, I'm one of those crazy people who says, "Hey, can I have this when the movie's over? Can I buy this from you?"
I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
in my middle school days, there's one record shop around here, so I often go there. But the record is pretty expensive here. Nowadays, one CD costs $30. But even at that time, one record cost $25. So it's too much for school kids.
Yeah.
So I often go to the record shop on the way home, but I didn't buy anything. And very rarely I buy. If after I save my money, I bought a record. And maybe shop owner remember me. One day he said to me, "There's a very big Beatles display in the shop." So he said, "If you want, I give it to you." So I'm really glad to get that really big how can I say, not a poster pasted with a kind of wood, like wood canvas.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay.
It was
I
big.
don't know. Display, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah, so it was big, but I carried back to my home. Yeah, by my hand. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I haven't done that with the cutout people, but I used to do that, like, I don't know, almost like a hobby a long time ago, like, in the 80s. So it was kind of funny. You come into my apartment and I had like 6 or 7 people, like, famous people. cardboard cutouts, life size. It was always a good conversation starter. You know, whoa, what the heck? Yeah, look, it's yeah. Anyway, kind of fun, nonsense, but fun. Okay, Heidi, back to you.
Mhm.
Heidi, what is the most formal occasion that you have ever been to? Formal, yeah, yes, where you had to wear a fancy dress and gloves and.
I've never been awarded some prize, Nobel Prize. So
Yeah.
the most
Okay.
formal place I'll be wedding ceremony.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think for a lot of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Now, okay, I don't know about in Japan, but in America, some weddings are more formal than others. Some are just quite obviously much more formal, and some are a lot more casual. Is that true in Japan, or are they all pretty formal?
Maybe if they have a ceremony in the temple or
Yeah,
some
right.
religious place, it would be very formal. But
Yeah.
recently, there are a lot of companies. They have a church, but a fake church, and after that they have a ceremony party, the same place. So it's not formal; it's casual. I participated. My niece though.
Uh-huh.
A ceremony.
Okay.
My older brother's daughter.
Right. Niece.
Yeah, she invited a lot of friends. Then I don't know about that. I didn't know about that people, so I was very lonely.
Okay. Okay. All right. Not I didn't know about those people. I mean, I know about look, I know about who? Sigourney Weaver. I know about Rob Lowe, but I don't know them. I know about Barack Obama. I know about him, but I don't know him. So I don't know him, but I know about him. So okay, people you don't know. I didn't know them. So.
And Japanese ceremony, we need to pay money. Do you know that?
No.
To celebrate the couple. So I needed to pay.
No, I did not.
Yeah, 100. No, 100. Yeah, about $500.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, more
That's
than
a lot.
very close to 10 100 1,000. I can't calculate. Yeah, quite expensive.
That's a lot.
So I don't want to go there anymore.
Yeah, that's a real lot. Sometimes that happens in American culture and weddings, but like if it's a friend or my cousin, I'd probably give $50. If it was like my sister, I think I gave her 200 or 250 or something. If it's your kid or your grandchild or your child, then it would be 500 or 1,000 or something. Yeah, but that's a lot. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Michael. Kind of all right, feeling shy at a party. Michael, when you go to a party, are you the first one there? Are you the last one there? Do you make a grand entrance? Hey, everybody! Or do you kind of sneak in quietly? What's your party modus operandi? How do you go to a party?
I think that we don't have a big tradition about parties here. Maybe something more linked with the American culture, or we don't have some a big tradition of big parties or something like that. It's true that sometimes we go to some friends' houses to celebrate something special or to meet people, to meet the friends. But it's not, for instance, in birthday parties or something like that. No? But it's
Right.
more typical with children than with adults. And I think that most of the time now, I arrive one of the last.
Okay.
Because when I go to a party most of the time I go with my family, and so most of the time I go with my wife, and she has a big problem with punctuality or to arrive in time
Yeah.
to the places.
Okay.
But the first thing that I said when I arrived to this place is sorry, it's not my fault. It's my wife's fault.
Oh, that's nice. Put it all on your wife. Yeah. Not very nice. Michael. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes when this one party with my family parties, I think that in my family we try to arrive on time all the time, and going with my wife is impossible. But
All right. Okay. Okay. A little feedback. You said I arrive one of the last. It should be I am one of the last to arrive.
okay. I
I'm
am one of the last
to arrive.
Okay, I am one of the last to arrive. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. What you said is true about Americans. Americans will have a party for no reason at all. Many places I've traveled and people I've talked to from different countries, they think there has to be a reason to have a party. Americans do not need a reason. And frankly, any weekend, every Friday night, every Saturday night, I have my choice. I can go to a party if I want to. Every single Friday night and Saturday night of the year, somebody I know is having a party.
Maybe here we have a bigger tradition to be on the street, just on the street, with our friends in a bar but just on the street, not to go to a specific place. We go from one bar to another bar, walking on the streets. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Out on the streets, bar hopping. If you're talking about going from one bar to another, the word for that is bar hopping. Yeah, I'm sure you probably do. Absolutely. I mean, Americans go bar hopping, but you wouldn't really probably walk around like I know that's what you're talking about. You drive or probably take public transportation and go from place to place. Maybe walking, but yeah, you're probably right about that. Okay. Okay. Ken, probably got like 3 minutes or so. Probably gonna finish up with you here. Ken, what is the strangest food you've ever eaten?
Strange food I ever eaten. I don't know. Strangest food. But not the food, but I've been to the strange restaurant here.
Okay, well,
It's
let's
very
go with that.
famous restaurant actually.
Okay.
But the style of the restaurant is pretty unusual. Inside that's a ramen noodle shop, and inside the noodle shop, there's a table, but no four people's table, just one people's table, and the seat is separated by kind of booth kind of thing.
Okay.
So you sit down in the booth.
Okay.
And there's no waiter and waitress there. I bought a food ticket, and there's a questionnaire on the table. And if you prefer the al dente noodle or not al dente, or how is the thickness of the soup or something like that, I answer the questionnaire without saying anything. And I hand out that questionnaire to the hand from the hole of the in front of me.
Just a hand, like
Yeah.
reaching up, like.
Also, we cannot see the chef or
Wow.
because in front of me there is a kind of a booth or something, so that blocks me to see them. So just hand, and
Okay.
so they gave me a ramen noodle after that, and I didn't talk anything at that.
Is it robot?
I don't think so. It's Ichiran. It's called Ichiran ramen. It's somewhat popular nowadays in Tokyo or some other area.
Huh.
Chain store.
Okay. It's sort of like anonymous service.
Yeah, it's
More or
so I
less.
thought it's weird and taste of ramen is not good. So, but unexpectedly it's became popular. So
Okay.
chain stores. Yeah,
It's popular because it's weird, and that's it.
Yes.
Okay. So you can't really eat there with, 4 other people. It's for
No,
single diners because they
because
give you a.
concept of that ramen noodle shop focused on the taste, our tasty
Oh.
ramen.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, that's kind of gimmicky, but okay.
yes.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you very much. Very interesting conversation with all of you. I appreciate it. But we are about out of time, so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. And we'll see you again real soon, I hope. You guys take care.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much.